Beatrice, is this a setback for the world, for the United States?
It's an incredibly stupid decision, really. If you want to prevent Iran from developing nuclear weapons, this is a really bad idea.
Explain why.
The deal prevents or allows Iran to have so many inspections, the highest standard of safeguards that exists in the world. So we know exactly what Iran is doing. This gives them an opportunity to not have to do that. So if you are actually wanting to prevent Iran from developing nuclear weapons, this was a really bad mistake.
Why? Every other country that signed up to the accord is saying we're still in the accord. This is just one player out. Can the other countries in Europe and elsewhere keep Iran to its promises?
We hope so. I definitely hope that the European countries and the others are really working on that. And they also need to show Iran that nuclear weapons does not provide security and safety. So I think that it needs to also come from Europe to convince Iran that nuclear weapons are not an option. And of course, if they succeed, it also sort of shows that the US is decreasing in influence because of their behavior in a way. So I think that the US is undermining not only global security, its national security, and losing its status as a leader. The rest of the world is moving on without the United States when it comes to preventing nuclear weapons.
I want to talk, Beatrice, about carrot and stick potentially. I'm looking at stick here in particular of, saying bringing them to the table. We can see that obviously, hopefully, will make the world a better place. But in return, Iran wanted to have boost to its economy, wanted to see increased in trade. I'm looking at how much the EU trade has picked up with Iran, and it's only about 15% overall of Iran's total trade if you're looking at GTV at the moment. Can Europe alone do enough to keep Iran at the table, to make life that much easier from an economic perspective, to ensure that they keep the nuclear proliferation from expanding?
It's difficult to tell. We know that Iran said yesterday that they would consult with the other partners of this agreement and see if they can guarantee. So I think it's up to those kind of discussions to see what that results in. But I think that the United States is really giving providing incentives for Iran to break out of this deal themselves. They are making it hard. And it's really difficult because Iran is complying with the deal. And this comes from the IAEA, this comes from all of the other countries in this deal. This comes from the United States government. Iran is following the deal. They are complying, they are sticking to the deal, and the United States is punishing them because of that. That is going to feed some resentment in Iran. So I think it's really the EU and the rest of the countries really need to have to step it up now.